I don't remember hearing that one before. How is my battery doing? 2 bars, 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 2 bars. Yes, back to grinding. But today, I'm doing this a lot earlier. It's actually almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, I'm not exhausted as I was last night. Let's go to Twitch. Yeah, the easiest way to find it, like my channel thing, is to actually just search for Velocity 11. Oh, I've got to have the advert first, of course. This is the Coca-Cola advert with the tongue that goes round and wraps around people and chases people down. It's like a horror scene. I do want to figure out like a good way of defeating XG. Oh, hold on.
Where did you come from?
Figure out like a good way of defeating XG. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a good battle. Is that 6 choco checks?
Wasn't so bad.
Hey, look, my main characters are nearly, my main team is nearly to level 90. Actually, let's have a look. I'm gonna look at my trophy. So I'm 75% of the way through the trophy list. I tell you what I'm going to do, because I do want to get a proper grasp of what it is I've got left to do. I know I've got to complete all the quests, get all the mirages and master 100 mirage boards. And I think everything else is like weird little minigame stuff, but I am going to have to check that. Yeah, jump, jump, jump around like a little jump. Jumpy, 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 jump. Have a little jump. Ah, lovely fight. Lovely fight against the Choco Chicks. I wonder how many armor gems I've got. Because I might actually, depending on how many I've got, it might be worth looking into spending them on something like, I don't know where it'll be. Oh, there, 28 armor gems. Yeah, I mean, my main because I've concentrated so much on this quote main team.
Let's make.
I do sort of have a concern about it not being good enough even at the high levels. But I don't see why not, because if I want access to if I need access to particular abilities, I can use like the seeds and the mirages, so it should be okay. I don't think this. I think stat-wise, it's not going to be too much trouble. But I'm having some good luck with these fights today.
Predictable.
I mean, that Beyblade, I need to get that to a high level. Let's spend some points. Right. So you only need... Well, you need 5 more levels. You need quite a bit, don't you? Do you? Oh, not that much. 5 more levels for you. Oh, still need a bunch of levels for you as well. Well, it's good to know that whatever the outcome, I'm able to, like, regardless of what enemies I do end up fighting, I know I can wipe them all out. Because apparently people have beaten XG at level like 70 with Rain and Lan. I mean, I don't know what monsters they use. Oh no, ambushed, and by this lot as well. Grr, that's no good. Oh, just do that. Right. Good, that gives you a chance to do that. Yeah, an X push. I don't like using... Oh, it's unfortunate that I'd have to use an item, but... I guess there you go. Right. This is looking okay.
No trouble at all.
All right.
It is kind of strange that you don't get more experience for those ones, even though it's a harder fight. Although of course it'll be because a lot of them they have some stacked monsters rather than like these where they're all spread out. You could just use the multi-targeting thing and just attack 6 at once.
Looks like predictable.
In my mind, I'm also thinking there's no point of fighting XG until I'm like as strong as I can. Well, maybe can be probably isn't the right term, but you know, I have to do all this fighting and stuff anyway, so I'm thinking I might as well do this before attempting to fight XG. Oh, hold on. Strange. My phone doesn't have the little chat boxes at the side like it usually does. But tonight I'm gonna have to sort out thumbnails and get these set up and all that, because I've got quite a bit of a backlog. I've got 6 streams to sort that out for.
Good job.
Da, 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 da. And with all this money I'm getting as well, it's, you know, it's all working in my favour. I suppose if I really need to, I can buy some seeds. Ah, these guys again. Haven't fought many of this setup so far today, but I like it when I don't, because they, especially when they all go for rain, it's not nice. Stop it. Whew. Right, just fall over please. They're gonna kill rain in the next turn, I can tell. But still, Phoenix Downs are cheap. Oh. You know what? Let's just use Raffia. I should probably replace Raffia with, what's that other one that heals? Terra, is it? The one that heals? Da 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 da. Yeah, Raffia heals and what else does she do? Cure AP, I think.
Wasn't so bad.
Bam. Da na 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 na. I don't think Bomb has any other line with it, so I think I would only max out the one there. If I get to level 99 before I max out everything, I might just go and try and defeat XG. So I think reaching level 99 is probably a good point to do that. I mean, level-wise, it's the perfect point, of course. But I hope it's, other than that, I still have the resources to get through. See, this fight's going alright. I can just use Viraga. Use magic, it doesn't counter. I don't remember what level the bomb needs to be at. Is it 66 or 65 maybe? I'll check when I get it to 65. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Not that I have any memories to which one. Is it Bombino? Yep, that's good. Yeah, it's just the one for the bomb. Is this it for you? Yes, it is. Oh, no, no. And I can change you over to get the gold for that. You still will have a ways to go because you're a stupid bibblers. See, not enough of that one there. What about on the Shiva line? Is the Shiva line? Oh, no, see. Oh, you have a long way to go. Oh, is this it for you? Yes. Could probably get another one from that. Accuser kit. I don't think you've got much left. Oh, wow. SOS region. So okay, I can max out quite a few here now. I've got... Let's access prism case. And what is this? Accuser kit. Change you into the behemoth line. And the bomb, you've only got the one line, don't you? Oh yeah, you got the gold star rather than the silver star. So you go to the Mandragora line. And this should hopefully be enough. I'm gonna swap the charges over. Plug the other one in. And plug my phone in as well. Why? Oh, I must have unplugged that just to check the notifications and all that sort of stuff. And Voltaire, this line. Oh. Have I... No, I did the wrong one, didn't I? I need to... Well, no, I didn't do the wrong one. I forgot to do that one. Baby Behemoth. It's just these two here, is it? Yes. I need to change the Voltaire over. Voltaire. We change to the Zapped line and Mirage Bowards. See what you've got left to get. All this stuff. Oh. Well, I guess I haven't finished with you then. Oh, wow. Oh, it's one of these. Ugh. The ones that end in the summons, like the False Edge ones, tend to require a lot. Anyway, I've got to change a few over. You can be swapped. Yeah, I'll bring you out. The King Bomb, King Bomb. I've got two of these claws. Let's... Hold on. Transfiguration, okay. Alright, let's get rid of this one. See, I've got three here that end in a summon, so these are going to take a long time. I'll change you as well. Tell you what, let's change these ones. I don't like it. I don't want to do the ones... If I can avoid this, I will. Oh, hold on, don't I have a left claw out already? No. Right, let's bring out left claw. You can be replaced. With you. I don't think you count as one of the main summon-y ones in this game. You, let's replace you with that. You're going to grow a lot of levels because you're really low. But let's see. Hi, Grey Knight. How's it going? I am actually doing a very boring thing at the moment because one of the trophies is to get... It's to max out 100 Mirage boards, so I'm sort of just in this area grinding and keep switching my party around. I did a 3-hour stream last night where I was doing exactly this, and now I'm just here continuing this. So... I'm going to be here a while, let's say. Undead Princess, let's see if I can get anything for you. Oh, you slept in. Well, it's a bank holiday, isn't it? So most people are... I mean, I've got the week off in general, but I guess with it being a bank holiday, people will be off. So that doesn't make... I suppose it doesn't matter unless you've got something planned. Right, let's save this. But yeah, I'm hoping to be here for a few hours today. And I need to get these up onto YouTube as well. Right, I shall be right back. And I am back. You know what? I understand how loud my PS4 gets when I stream. It's really bad. I'll tell you what, I'll have a look. Let's give this a go. I shall check my modules. I am starting to run slow to that 99 limit. Oh, well that makes things easier then. I didn't even notice that. I just pressed options, or well, I'd call it start, but you know, just press options and then that happens. How lovely. That's okay. This is what you need. You need a resist sleep module. You need to equip one of those. Right. Thundaga. Thiraga. Oh, you're a caffeine intaker. Don't need a Suna for now. What have you got? You've got Firaga, let's give you Thundara. And you have Thundaga, and you've got the Blizzard. Yeah, that's okay. Right, I'm going to give this a go. I mean, one option is to just remove. No, that doesn't work. Never mind. I need them in my setup anyway. Oh, before I do anything, let's save. Oh. Well, that's very good. So what is your aim on 7 then? Is it just like a casual playthrough? Are you going for 100%? I should probably add some magic plus. Do I have magic plus? Magic on. Oh, is this your first time playing through it then? All right, okay. See, I had this, I had a conversation with somebody a while ago that, you know, I know, like, certain, like, quite a lot, but certain Final Fantasy games well enough to the point that it strikes me that sometimes I don't quite appreciate how a lot of people don't know it as well as I do, if you know what I mean. Right, let's give this a go. Let's see if I can do this. Right, let's change you to the babby. Yep. Let's change you. Do you have a small... the magic pot? Wait, what? No. Yep. Something large. I can get rid of you. Because you're... yeah. Right, get rid. Get rid. Yep. And swap you for something large as well. Vampire Prime. Oh, no, swap you for Vampire Prime. Right. This could be disastrous, but hopefully, if I'm against a... I will save. Hopefully I'm against a battle with just the choco chicks and all that. Right, okay. Oh, it has to... Why? Why does it have to give me a super rare hard battle? Now. Oh. Oh, okay. Didn't think I was going to escape, but okay, I guess I did. Something that people don't talk about with 7, that it very much surprises me that this doesn't go around in the circles, but it is good to get Yuffie. It's better to get Yuffie later rather than earlier, because when you get her, her level is based on, it's either clouds or the average of your party, and because of the way the experience is distributed, oh, for goodness sake, because of the way the experience is distributed, it's more effective to do that than it is to get her and then have her in your party, because experience distributed, it's like 100% to each of the characters in the party and then 50% to all of them that are out of the party. What is going on with these fights? I don't want all these weird fights. I want the little choco chicks and the moos. Stop giving me any. I want the easy fights, please. But instead of giving me all these obscure rare ones, like floating eyes and all that, and krakens. No. Yeah, so when you get Yuffie, if you were to like... this is what I want. If you were to get Yuffie earlier and then just not use her and then play through the game, she'd have less experience than if instead you were to just play through the game and then get Yuffie afterwards. Right, please be good. Ugh, not that good. Oh. See... This is the problem. Ah, Cloudy and Dreams. Hello there, how you doing? You just got this game. Well, I suppose it depends. Do you want to go for 100% or are you just wanting to play through the story? Because I think the tips would differ. Yeah, this isn't working. I'm going to have to go back to my original team as much as it does pain me to not... It's going to be more effective that way. Yeah, the lost number. So Cloudian Dreams, tell me, are you wanting to just complete the main story? Or are you wanting to get like 100%? I don't know what version you're playing as well. If you're playing like the PS4 version or PC, or is there a 360, an Xbox One version? I don't know. If you want to get like all the trophies or achievements and all that, then there's some more things to consider. If you're just trying to complete the story, I would say generally just don't really worry about it. It's easy. Well, I will tell you that one good thing is if you ever do want to 100% it, there's nothing in this game that you can permanently miss out on. So you can play casually and then you can definitely use that same save file to get the 100% if you want to. But generally speaking, just to complete the story, I don't know, it's easy. But if you want to prepare for 100%, I'm good at this game, am I? Oh well, thank you, Grey Knight. I was I'm never too sure how good I am at games, you know, because sometimes I look up these trophy guides online and it's like, oh, you should be able to complete this within X number of hours, and then it takes me far longer. Right, this was the Moogle. Also, it's easy if you just stick to one team if you can. Don't bother training a bunch of them. I mean, I'm doing that now because I'm doing it for the trophy. Of maxing 100 bards. I don't know particularly, because the game, I do just think that the game is overall just an easy game, so I wouldn't worry about trying to get an optimal team or anything. I mean, this team here that I've got, these two stacks here, I've stuck with them for like almost the entire game. I think I mixed it up a little bit early on, but I've pretty much just stuck with these guys the whole time. Ba ba da ba ba. I'm guessing your name, Cloudy in Dreams, is a reference to Final Fantasy VII. Is that right? Yeah. And I guess it's got nothing to do with Azure Dreams. I'd be very surprised if it did. Also, you can press R1 to speed up battles, which really helps because there's no reason not to do that. It just goes by so much faster. And if you press the touchpad, it will put them on automatic, meaning that they'll just repeat whatever action you made them do last, which can help speed things up. I would also say definitely use the... You've got two different like options here. You've got the basic menu, you've got the classic. Well, this is the basic one, and you can press that to go to the... No, this is the classic one. This is the basic one. I would say, without question, go to the classic. This one here, the classic one. Oh, swap the things over, didn't I? Well, oh, to give you Blizzara back. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, do you have Blizzara? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you do have Blizzara. Never mind. But if you ever think that you will want to come back to get the platinum or whatever, do try and like catching these mirages along the way. You will want to do that because one of the things you have to do is catch all of them. Like Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all, mirages. Gotta imprison them all, mirages. Like no one ever was. To imprison them is my real test. To max out the boards is my cause.
Get it.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if it auto-targets. No, I'm not. I've made music. I've got a few albums out, not like singing or anything, all like computerized MIDI file type music. I've got a few albums out, but no, I'm not I'm not becoming a singer or anything like that. Not that I'd ever want to. As much as I like singing, it's I don't know, it's one of those things that a lot of people really aspire to be. But not me. Mirages. Gotta max out the mirage boards. It's funny, you know, changing the words to where it doesn't fit the flow anymore, it doesn't fit the melody. Gotta master the mirage boards, gotta master the mirage boards, mirages. See, they can almost die in one hit now. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Da 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 da. What time? I might do. What time do you think you'll be? Am I actually following you?
Here we go.
Yeah, we got this.
I don't know. 7 PM. Well, hopefully I'll remember. I think I am. And how long do you think you'll be going for? I'm not looking for anything. Because one of the trophies you have to do a load of leveling. You have to master 100 mirage boards. So I'm just working towards that. And this is the best place because this is like the end of the final secret post-game dungeon. So this is where you can get the most experience. So I'm just grinding. Cause I need to max out all these boards. That's why I was thinking, like this team I've got here, I was thinking like, you know, it would be good if I could mix it up so that I'm not because these ones I've mastered. If I could bring in some new ones, then I could work on more mirages at one time. I could work on 10 at a time rather than 6. But if I do that, then I don't have the strength to be able to take them out.
Alright.
Predictable.
Right. Okay. Well, hopefully I'll remember to come in, because I would like to.
Okay, here we go.
I won't hold back.
Let's go, as Mario would say. Oh, well, if you're playing Final Fantasy VII, I'll have, I'm sure I'll have plenty of stuff to say. You know what? Right. Okay, Cloudian Dreams, right? No, I'm not. I'm English. But I've had more than one person ask me that before. I mean, I live where I was born, and I was born and raised here my whole life. And I've had people ask me like, oh, you've got a strange accent, where are you from? No, it's alright. For most people, it's because I'm northern that people go like,
Good fight.
I don't sound like the stereotypical British person. Especially, I mean, it depends. I mean, I don't know where you're from, Cloudian Dreams, but you know, like the US, their portrayals of the UK is very much based in the South. So there's a very skewed perspective of what British people sound like. Wah, 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 wah. Aside from Final Fantasy VII. Unless you don't like Final Fantasy VII and you're only into Cloud from like Eggies or Dissidia or something like that. I don't know. Don't think that's likely though. Or Smash Brothers even. Right, okay. It's not doing the countering for these regular attacks anymore, it seems. Right, look at that, level 90 for Rain and Lan. Yeah, I just say, I mean for myself, I just say I like plenty of games, but I've got a strong affinity towards JRPGs. That's what I say. But I do have a YouTube series which is like 3 years old now, so it's a little bit out of date, but I have a series of my top 500 games. That took a long time to make. Ugh. Oh, is this it? Yes. Good. Right, see, I've mastered one board. Hold on, before I actually do anything else, let's spend some more of these points. I think you've still got a ways to go, don't you? Oh, yeah, you've got loads to go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. And Gigantor. So how familiar are you with Grey Knight? How familiar are you with 8? Have you... I imagine you're probably in the same situation with 8 as you are with 7. Oh, before I do anything else, access prism case. Now, see, because I've mastered the left claw, I can see if I can master the right claw. Hooray, there's another one done. Right, no, change you into something else. Oh, there's these XL ones as well. Well, I can get rid of you. Let's try a magic pot. So yeah, I love Final Fantasy. When I did my top 500 game series, my top 10 was very heavily Final Fantasy. That's just the way it is. Final Fantasy 7 is my... I'll put that at my number 5 favourite game, and 8 I put as my 6th favourite game. Oh, not long left for you. 4 more levels. Oh, I know, short boy. What's it doing? It's not being very nice. But you know what? I could leave it, but nah. There's lots of...
Don't let your guard...
Oh, again with the weird setups for enemies. Well, at least I'm doing a lot more damage this time. Firaga. Maybe I can just wipe this out. See, it's a lot easier when... It's a lot easier to do this when you don't need... when you've got mirages with you that don't need the experience. Yeah, it's a Kraken.
No trouble at all.
Oh, we've got a group of people in today. Usually I have 1 or 2 at max. But we have a small group here. Yeah, let's save. I hate how loud my PS4 gets when I stream, you know. I tell you, when I go to Dark Cloud after this, once I finish this,
I guess we're doing this.
well, I'm going to close my blinds a bit. Well, I say a bit, and I'll go the whole way with it. But once I finish this, my plan is to go on to Dark Cloud. And Dark Cloud is a digital game, so hopefully it's not going to make this noise. What was it doing? Triple attack. I tell you what I find really annoying. I know people... I also find it annoying the fact that people don't find this annoying, but the whole like speed up thing in RPGs these days, I don't get it. Because, you know, the amount of time it takes to do things is designed as part of the game's design, right? So, if you can speed it up, the speed up version, it becomes the normal version. And the normal version becomes slow. So the only difference it's really made is that now at the start of battles I have to press R1.
Good job.
Done. Done. It's 30.5 degrees in my room today.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got this.
I say today, I mean right now. Sun hasn't come all the way through yet, so it's probably gonna get hotter.
Predictable.
Is it really hot where you are, Sharp Boy? Because it was really hot, and then it calmed down for a bit. Oh yeah, same for me. It's far too hot. But hey. Yeah. I know there's all the whole thing of like, ooh, compare temperatures across different countries and stuff. But I know. Alright, okay, I will Cloudy and Dreams I'll explain. Right. See, this it can get rather complicated. I didn't understand it all at first. But every like family of that you have, I call it like a family, has different evolutionary lines. So, what's a good example? Here, Mithril Giant, right? So, that's probably not a good idea. The Choco Chick, right? So you've got Choco Chick, a Chocobo, a Metal Chocobo. They are one evolutionary, and Hyperion are another evolutionary line. So what that means is you can switch whatever you've unlocked. You can switch between any one of them, but they will only maintain the abilities of their evolutionary line. So, because I've got Choco Chick here, it shares its abilities with Chocobo and Mega Chocobo, but it doesn't share its abilities with Black Chocobo and Hyperion. Hi Lavender, we've got a bit of a full house today. We've got like 4 different people in. It's quite something. I'll just explain to someone like how this works. So, say for example, if you go to Mirage Board, if I go to Choco Chick here, I level up Choco Chick, and this is the same thing in its evolutionary line. So I can say unlock something for Mega Chocobo, and I think oh, hold on. Oh, I don't know. Don't worry, short boy, don't worry about it. You can get anything, and you can get everything. No matter what happens, you can that's one thing I do like about this game. And one thing that Final Fantasy is getting a lot better at is that you can you can still, yes, you can always get another one. Yeah, so like the green ones here are ones that are individual, like the green one ram there. That means as a Choco Chick you can use that, but it can't use like the Mecha Chocobo. And if you were to change it to say if you had like a regular Chocobo and then you transfigured it into, you just use the regular Chocobo line and then you just train that up, and then you switched it to the Black Chocobo line, you would have like you would keep all of its levels, it would still carry over, and you'd get all of its SP to spend on those abilities that you had earned for the regular Chocobo line, if you get what I mean. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh.
All right. All right.
It has to be the time that I get loads of people in is the time that, oh bother. The time I got lots of people in is a time where I'm just grinding. But you know, oh, that's not everything, okay. Yes. You're right there, Cloudian. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, a big thing that made me, that I thought, oh yeah, I should play this game. One of the big reasons was that it sort of felt a shame to me that I hadn't properly played, like aside from 15, like a Final Fantasy game in so long, and that it had been out for so long, and I hadn't really bothered with it. So I thought I should get back to it, and I should properly play through it. Yes, if it's a new family, if it's a new like evolutionary line, it's a new set of boards. The game doesn't really explain this to you, but it did take me a while to properly figure that out. But what that means is, say if you want to get like what I'm doing here, where you want to get this trophy for maxing out 100 boards. And by the way, when it says 100 boards, it means 100 sets. So like maxing out all 3 of these would be maxing out 1 board. You can just see, I can just do it for the chocolate chick here, and then just quickly transfigure it into the black chocobo line, and then spend all those levels and get all of its abilities there. So I can get 2 in 1. And some of them you can get 3 in 1. And some of them is just the 1 by itself. So I need to get you to level 70. I'm thinking if I hit level 99, which I probably will do before I get all these things maxed, I might give the super boss a go, because that purple crystal there, a short boy has been pointing out, has been stalking me. It will take you to a room with a big super boss, and I have no idea how I'm meant to imprison it. But you know, I may as well do this first, because I've got to do this anyway. And if it makes that fight easier, well then. There's another thing to do, isn't it?
That wasn't so bad.
Where are all these people coming from? 8 people. How lovely.
Look who's here!
We've got the advantage.
A big rainbow wall? I don't remember.
I've got this.
Oh, see, almost strong enough to kill them all in 1 hit.
All right!
Victory!
Yes, it is. It's like the biggest super boss in the game. It's like a big robot called XG. So if there's any place to use my Megalixirs, it's going to be there. But the reason I'm not fighting it now is because I have to do all this stuff anyway to max out all of these Mirage boards. And I'm going to be getting experience in the process of that, so I might as well wait till I've got more experience. Once I hit level 99, I might just give it a go. And I've heard stories about people taking out at like level 70 and all that. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just a case of, I mean, my main team here. No. There's probably a bit of lag going on. You don't have to be level 99 at all. I've heard people say that they've managed to beat it at level 70. My only concern is that because of the team I've got here, with this Moogle and this Chocobo and the things there, that team itself isn't going to be that good of a team. It's just what I've got leveled up. But I am hoping that with being like levels in the 90s, it should still not really be too much of an issue. That's my hope.
That was a good fight.
All right!
I'm also thinking Oh, Rainbow Wolf. I thought I said Rainbow Wall. You get Tama's second form you unlock by completing the game.
That wasn't so bad.
Na 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 na.
Dude, it's on.
Let's make this good.
Yes, Tama will be a fox because she has an ability called Foxfire. And I remember that because I used to use her. Ah, yes. Claudian, tomato, potato. Oh. I can't. Is it 23, I think, maybe? Around that amount? I don't remember the exact number.
Predictable.
How much have you got left? Right, well, oh, you think you've got a lot, don't you, on here? Yeah. Is the rainbow, like... I mean, this one here is like a recoloured Tama line here. Oh, it's not of the same, like, family or anything as Tama. Rainbow Wolf is only available for 1 month. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Lavender. At first I was thinking, oh, is it like a DLC thing? Like, see there, I've mastered Siren, but because Siren's the Siren line is the only line in that family, I only get 1 for that. I can't switch it to something else, so I'm going to have to get a different thing to put in its place. I want to avoid these ones because these ones, the ones that involve like Ramu and Shiva and all that, tend to take loads. Try Quattro Queen. I mean, you need a lot, but you're only a low level anyway. Right, okay, Grey Knight. I do like that you can grind armor gems. Well, farm, I should say. You can farm armor gems at this point. I think it's a bit of a shame though that well, do you want to go for 100%? Sure, boy. If you're going for the platinum, then yes, you're gonna have to do all this. But the thing is, despite the fact that you can get armor gems, right. Glad you asked that, Claudian. I like this. I mean, usually this isn't even a game I feel like I'm all that knowledgeable about. It's just that this is my first playthrough and everything, but I'm just learning things along the way. Oh yes, I remember you saying that, short boy. Right, armor gems. Armor gems you use to... You can... Well... You can't really use them for much important early on. But you get them at set intervals, like you get them at bosses and maybe like story events and stuff like that. And you spend the armor gems, there's like this special area you can go to where you can unlock missions with the armor gems. And so there's like a bunch of missions for you to do. And armor gems are in a limited quantity, so you've only got enough to do these missions. Once you've done that, you unlock a shop there where you can buy like seeds that you can fill in the blank spaces on your mirages for. Hold on, let's... What am I doing? Yeah, well, you can fill in spots for your mirages for. Now, armor gems are limited, so you can't really buy all that much until you get to this point in the game. In the proper like post game, when you got these secret dungeons, armor gems can be dropped from enemies. So suddenly there's like more of an infinite supply of them. Whereas before then there isn't. There's a limited supply. So it's something that you can really, work on to. It's like an extra form of currency. And the reason I'm glad that you asked is because I was going to say that I think something what games can do that, I mean, they don't necessarily have to do this, but I always really like it when games have the post-game content, have it where what you're grinding or what you're farming is something new. Like, I really like the idea of there's a thing in limited supply. Oh, but in the post-game dungeons and in the late game, there's these areas where enemies can drop them. It's like in Dragon Quest VIII, when you skill seeds to gain some more skill points. Now, if you reach level 99, you still won't have enough skill points to max out everything, but in the extra dungeon, like after the final boss, there are enemies that drop them. It sort of reminds me of... oh, Grey Knight's not here, is he? Oh, well, I might wait till he gets back. I was going to ask if he knows about, like, source farming.
Victory!
But I really... Because when you think about it, leveling up is a diminishing reward. It's a diminishing source of power, because the more that you play, like the further that you go, it gets harder to level up, because it costs more and more experience to level up, and and the amount of stats that you gain from leveling up is reduced, well, at least relatively. So experience becomes less and less valuable as you go along, but there are other things that are like too hard to get originally, but the value doesn't diminish in the same way, or maybe the value like increases. So it sort of changes the landscape and changes the dynamics of how things work, and I really like that. Because then you can start talking about like new strategies and things that a lot of people might not know about. I think doing that sort of thing can really help keep it interesting. I suppose, like Lavender, I've not really experienced it, but I imagine you'll probably can possibly tell me if this is accurate or if this is analogous to what I'm saying. Like with Pokemon, right? You level up Pokemon, you evolve Pokemon, that's part of the main thing. And by doing that, you can beat the Elite Four and all that. And everything else beyond that. And I think if you want to get like really into the proper, as it were, the hardcore scene of Pokemon, then you would, that's when you get into like EV training and all that. And then you start realizing that, oh, my level 83 whatever has served me well, but if I want to get really powerful, I can't use this because because I've not been using this other thing, this other mechanic behind the scenes that has put me to detriment because I've not been using it. But of course I've not been using it because it hasn't been the immediate source of progress. See, I'll tell you what I would like though. Now, like with Pokemon, I think it would be really neat if they had that sort of stuff, but they sort of, I don't think they're going to do this, if it was like integrated into the main single player, where you'd have like super bosses and stuff where they're really powerful and it's like, right, you need to have something that's EV trained to stand a chance against this. And if you really want to go extra, if you want to have a chance of catching it, you need something that's EV trained to be able to weaken it enough. Do they not do that thing anymore then?
That wasn't so bad.
But that's the type of thing I mean. You know, it adds layers and you sort of realise that, oh, the thing I've been doing isn't all I need to do if I want to get into the extreme end of this. The only thing is with Pokemon is that that's categorised as like a multiplayer thing. Aha, killed them all in one turn.
Victory!
Yeah, well, I think Oh, again, I was thinking, what are you talking about? And then I was like, right, okay, yeah, they've got layers, okay. Thing is, a lot of these I just can't remember. Like you've got a long way to go, don't you? Yeah. But I think the thing is, Cloudian, I think,
I guess we're doing this.
Come on.
you know, I think the existence of things like that is still like a good thing. I think if you make something, I think if you make a game with the idea that we have to make it so that everyone, regardless of how dedicated they are, can do everything in it, then I think... Oh, they're doing this thing again where they're all going for rain. Just to mess with me. Right, good, they toppled quicker than normal. Kaboom. I do think it's like really good to
Good job.
have those sorts of things in games. And the thing is as well, it indicates like even if you are like dedicated, there's still varying degrees of that. I remember being in my teens, I might have been like 16, 17 at the time. And I'd already played, like when I first played Final Fantasy VII, I would have been like 12. And I remember playing through it the first time, and I'm making some, like reflecting back on it now, some really bad decisions. Like, I remember spending ages grinding outside Cosmo Canyon to level up HP plus and MP plus materia, because I remember being really enticed by them, thinking, oh, this is great, HP plus and MP plus, and then just spending ages leveling them up and getting my HP and MP really high. I can look back at that now and think, oh yeah, that was a terrible thing to do, but I really had a lot of fun doing it, because at the time, that's what I thought was best to do. And I can look back at, like later than then, like maybe about 17 or so, when I played it, and I set myself the goal of defeating Emerald and Ruby Weapon, and I tried several times, and it was like a talking point between like me and my friend about, can I beat Emerald and Ruby Weapon? I was going against Emerald Weapon at the time, and he kept saying, no, you haven't beaten it yet, you can't do it. Not trying to put me down or anything, just saying like he's not surprised that I hadn't beat it. I know, just surprised that I hadn't beat it. And
Come on, break.
I had I kept saying to him like, oh no, I've still not beat it yet, and all that. But now I look at them and I don't think, oh yeah, they're easy. I think, I know what I've got to do. I know like how strong you've got to be, what you've got to, like what setup you've got to have. Well, not got to have, but what setup works. You know? You know, I can, like I understand mime and counter combos and all that. And so I can go in now and not constantly question myself of, ooh, can I beat it? But so much of as it is more so a case of knowing when I'm ready to go and beat it, and maybe I will, maybe I won't, but at least I've got the level of confidence there that I know what I'm doing. So there's varying degrees, and the point is that the whole time, regardless of what stage I've been at, I've loved the game. I've never thought, oh, this is a bad game because it's too hard or it's too easy.
No trouble at all.
Do 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 do. I suppose that can work as an analogy. I mean, there's no like one correct. I mean, the way that I see it is the difference between puzzles and strategy is that a puzzle has like a single answer that you've got to work out, like what it is. Like push this block over here and then press this switch. There's a designed pattern to it. But with strategy, it's more of a case of you're supplied with the resources and you're given a set of rules, and you're supposed to use those to figure out a way about things.
That wasn't so bad.
Oh, I don't need to save it. How's my battery doing? 2 bars, that's alright. Oh, see, I almost killed them all in one go.
That was a good fight.
Oh, wait!
I need to get the Undead Princess to level 70. That's one milestone I know I need to reach. But you know, I think with this game, I think the end is sort of, I don't want to say it's in sight, like I know I'm going to get there soon, but I'm really closing, I'm starting, I find that we're like, with this whole thing of going for platinums and stuff, is you get to the point where you start to think that you've got a proper grasp on what it is you've got left to do.
Predictable.
Oh, see, I'm maxed out on Geisel Greens. And even though this is going to take a while, I know that... Oh, these guys again. I've kind of got like an idea of what I've got to do. I've got to do all this training. I've got to defeat that super boss, find a way to imprison it.
Well, that ought to do it.
Good job.
capture a few more that are around the Colosseum. And then it's do the little side quests, which, I mean, a lot of them are dead easy. And
We've got the...
and then I think there's a few minigame ones, which could be a right... I recognise some of these could be a right pain. Whoa! No, what? No!
No trouble at all.
Oh, right!
I like it when I come against these because they're easy. I can just go ahead and zap them all. Hey, died in one hit.
That wasn't so bad.
Right, one more level for that undead princess, then I'm going to... How much money do I have? Well, nearly 750,000.
I guess we're
I really wish I could just use different mirages in these fights so I could get more experience and more stuff, but it's not happening. It's just not happening. 'Cause if I do that, then I'm going to be too weak.
I won't hold back.
Not much left for that thing to get level 70. You get 1 SP every level. I think you get 1 at least.
It's on.
I remember in Dragon Quest Heroes, it also did, like, you know, you get SP at level up to spend on abilities, and then once, like, you'd get like maybe 5, 6, 7 like on a level, but then once you hit level 50, suddenly every level up was giving you 1 SP. So
That wasn't so
it
bad.
got like a lot slower, but you were given the option to activate New Game Plus, and if you did, you were just given an extra, or your characters were given an extra 50. So I had to do a New Game Plus. Here we go! Yeah, I don't like this combo because it takes more time. Good, fell over. It's good when they fall over in 3 hits rather than 4.
Predictable.
Right, Undead Princess is level 70, so I think that means that she can max out. So I might be able to get 2 more masteries from this, because I think there's 2 evolutionary lines in this family. Ultimate Focus. Oh, I'll go with that one. Right, see, I've mastered that one. So now, because that's one mastered, but it says switch it to hold on, I think this has got 3 lines. Right, Mordian Skull. I don't know. So go to Mod Skull. Hopefully I can max this one out. Alright, let's go to this view. This is better. Alright. So there's another one mastered. Okay. So that's 2 done. And now I can turn it into its 3rd evolutionary line, which is Metallic Skull. And spend a bunch of points here. Because it's got all the points from all the levels. So there, that's 3. That's 3 lines all done. From one thing. Right. Before I do anything else, I'm just going to spend these points. I don't know how many. I don't know if I've got enough to max them out. Oh yes, I do. Oh, well, there's another one mastered. Let's give you magic plus plus plus. Let's try Gigantor. One thing you'll definitely notice is that a lot of these boards. Aha! Let's see, there's another one mastered, and that has 2 different lines. So there's 2 mastered from that one. Yeah, evasion. Magic pot. How much have you got left? Please say this is the end of it. Oh, no. Not quite yet for Magic Pot. And Quadro Queen. Yeah, it definitely won't be because you're only like level 50 or so, aren't you? So yeah, you've got a ways to go still. Okay. So see there, now I've got to switch Gigantor to that's in the Cactor line. It change that to the Cactrot line. Which look exactly the same. See, I think what I think would be neat, which I think would be funny, right, is because you got Gigantor and Gigantrot that look the same. I think it would look good. I think I would really like it if Gigantor had the mustache, but Gigantrot had a monocle. I think that'd be like a really good way of distinguishing between the 2 of them. Right, hopefully, I mean probably this will be able to max out. But you will notice, Cloudy and Dreams, with a lot of these, the grids take up many like the forms. like these Mirage boards, not the exact abilities, but the layouts of them, there's a lot of repetition in them. So there's another, like, 2 maxed out. So see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 mastered there in one go. So I need to go and replace those now. I'm not looking forward to maxing out the XG ones. They're going to take a while. I also want to try to avoid those as well because they're going to take some time. So do the Tombury line. You. I know the Tombury line's got 2. The Vampire line has 2. And you. This Shark line I think has either 2 or 3. No, it's just 2. But okay. I'll spend whatever points they've got. Well, not much. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So you need another 25 levels. Oh, so you need to get pretty high. Said the druggie. And have you still got... Yeah, not much for you. Just 4 more levels, I think.
Come on.
Ooh, almost 1 hit.
All right.
Tell you what, even though it's really been hot these past couple of days, because we're at the end of August now, it means that at least nighttime isn't dead hot. Oh, well, thank you, Cloudian Dreams. Thank you for the follow, and I hope to see you around. Let me know how it goes next time as well.
Surprise.
Surprise!
All right.
Na 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 na.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, please, piece of cake.
Right, we have this odd combination. It's all ogre! So my dream last night, it had something to do with the 80s Twilight Zone. And I finished watching it now.
That was a good fight.
But there was in my dream, it was like there were still episodes that I hadn't seen yet. And I can't remember. It was sort of like, you know when you dream about like a game or a TV show or something, and in your dream it's like it's actually happening rather than it being something that you're watching. It was like that.
No trouble at all.
Predictable.
But I think there was one where I still remember there was one where there was these like monsters, and I do recognise there is actually an episode of the 80s Twilight Zone called Monsters, but it wasn't like that. It's just like these weird people. I need to get back to watching the 2000 series. There's not many of the 2000 series. There's 43 episodes overall, I think, and I've watched maybe about 10 or so. I'll tell you something that Lavender, I don't know if you're still there, and I don't know if I've told you about this before. Oh right, okay. I've had that where I've tried to go like. It's not so much that I want to see it, it's I want to find out what happens. It's like I feel that like I'm sleeping and I feel like it's important, and like in the dream I feel like the thing that I'm doing is important, and so when I wake up it's sort of like I can feel myself waking up, but I don't think to myself, oh, it's a dream, I suppose I could just get out of this fake reality. Instead I think to myself, no, I'm escaping this thing, I need to get this thing done. Let's try to stay asleep so I can just concentrate on the thing that's happening.
All right.
Oh yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I was going to say that I am looking forward to getting to Dark Cloud, but it's only been since I've gotten like properly back into streaming that I've really thought about the whole thing of I don't know if you experience this or if you've ever experienced this, the excitement that comes with the idea of starting a new game, where it's not so much as like, oh yeah, like, I just want to stop whatever I'm doing and just start the game because I really want the new game. It's just like little things like, you know, the idea that you finish a game and it's like, right, I now get to look at different graphics and go through different menu screens. You know, just things like that. No, I don't get that. For me, it's a case of no. I don't like starting a new game unless I feel like I've properly earned it, I suppose. Like, I don't like just saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this game, I'm gonna start playing or whatever. It's a case of I do want to feel like I have earned it.
That wasn't so bad.
In the sense of, like, I'm not gonna start Dark Cloud before platinuming this. And if I did, I'd be like, oh, but I'm so close with World of Final Fantasy. I was doing this, I was doing that. But I know that once I've done with this, and then I start Dark Cloud, it's going to be like, oh, new graphics, new menu screens. You know, just of course, new mechanics and all that, but that should be a given. But I mean, just like little things you start appreciating.
Victory!
That's what I find.
All right.
All right!
All right, all right. Oh, Vampire Prime, you've got quite a few points for yourself, haven't you? Oh, okay. Like, I remember when I was first, because okay, I beat Final Fantasy 8 first, and then I think I did 8, then 9, and then 10. But I had 7, but I had moments where I got stuck at certain points because I didn't know there was a staircase or something like that, and I just sort of left it. But I got 4, 5, and 6, and then I thought to myself, right, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've completed 8, 9, 10, so I'm going to start on 4, and I'm going to just complete them one after the other. 4, 5, 6, 7 in that order. And I remember like completing 4 and then just being like, right, on to 5, and then completing 5 and I'd be like, right, on to 6 now, on to 6, and it'd be like, oh, just different menus, different characters, different mechanics, just, I don't know, that sort of stuff. Internet connection quality is not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Is the stream going okay still? Can you still see and hear everything okay? I hate it when that message comes up. You can't see. Can you? Oh, can you hear me? Oh, I see what you. I should have looked on my own phone there. Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, that's a bummer. Right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm saving it right now. Just thinking I might just restart it. Oh, hold on. Right, well that's strange. I'm not doing anything in the game, by the way. But yeah, all my main team is level 94. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just gonna save it. Well, I think I've already done that, but whatever. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a drink. I need to fill up my bottle with my ice cubes and Oasis. I'm gonna add to that, and I might restart the stream. So hopefully I'll see you soon. And if that doesn't keep up, I'll just have to end it there. Right, so I'll see you soon. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see.